Hello, Fáilte, and welcome to our recording of the Táin Bó Cúailgne here on my YouTube channel. My name is Lora O'Brien, and I'm an Irish Draoi, and I have taken it upon myself to go through the cattle raid of Cooley, the Táin Bó Cúailgne. So we're doing it episode by episode, and I'm just going to share my screen here, and I'm going to record a few today. So see me just looking the same over the next couple, but I'll release them in stages. So the last one we did was the violent death of Táin, and here we have the slaying of Nathcrantail. Then arose a huge warrior of Maeve's people, Nathcrantail by name, and he came to attack Cúailgne. He did not deign to bring along arms, but thrice 9 spits of holly after being sharpened, burnt, and hardened in fire. And there before him on the pond was Cúailgne, and there was no shelter whatever. And there were 9 darts, and none of them was to miss Cúailgne. And he straightway cast the first dart at Cúailgne. Cúailgne sprang from the middle of the ground till he came on the tip of the dart. And again Nathcrantail threw a second dart. Nathcrantail threw a third dart, and Cúailgne sprang on the point of the second dart, and so on, till he was on the point of the last dart. And it was then that the flock of birds which Cúailgne pursued on the plain flew away. Cúailgne chased them even as any bird of the air, pursuing the birds that they might not escape him, but that they might leave behind a portion of food for the night. For this is what sustained and served Cúailgne, fish and fowl and game on the Cúailgne cowspoil. Something more remains to be told. Nathcrantail deemed full surely that Cúailgne went from him in rout of defeat and flight. And he went his way till he came to the door of the tent of Ailill and Maeve, and he lifted up his loud voice of a warrior. That famous Cúailgne that ye so talk of ran and fled in defeat before me when he came to me in the morning. We knew, spake Maeve, it would be even so when able warriors and goodly youths met him, that this beardless imp would not hold out, for when a mighty warrior, Nochrann to wit, came upon him, he withstood him not, but before him he ran away. And Fergus heard that, and Fergus was sore angered that anyone should boast that Cúailgne had fled. Fergus needs to get with the program here, he really does. And Fergus addressed himself to Fiachú, Ferba's son, that he should go to rebuke Cúailgne, and tell him it is an honour for him to oppose the host for as long or as short a space as he does deeds of valour upon them, but that it were fitter for him to hide himself than to fly before any one of their warriors. Thereupon Fiachú went to address Cúailgne. Sorry, everybody blames the Táin on Maeve, and the cattle raid is all Maeve's fault, and blah, 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 Maeve. Fergus is the bad guy here. Like, that's what we're seeing very, very clearly. Fergus is playing both sides. He is messing with Cúailgne's head. He's messing with Maeve's head. And he's just being a big, not a very nice person. Not a very honourable person. So, thereupon Fiachú went to address Cúailgne. Cúailgne bade him welcome. I trow that welcome to be truly meant for, but it is for counsel with thee I am come from thy fosterer Fergus. And he has said, it will be a glory for thee to oppose the hosts for as long or as short a space as thou dost valiantly with them. But it would be fitter for thee to hide thyself than to fly before any one of their warriors. How now, who makes that boast among ye? Cúailgne asked. Nathcrantail of a surety, Fiachú answered. How may this be? Dost not know, thou and Fergus and the nobles of Ulster, that I slay no charioteers, nor heralds, nor unarmed people? And he bore no arms but a spit of wood. And I would not slay Nathcrantail until he had arms. And do thou tell him, let him come here early in the morning, and I will not fly before him. And it seemed long to Nathcrantail till day with its light came for him to attack Cúailgne. He set out early on the morrow to attack Cúailgne. Cúailgne arose early and came to his place of meeting, and his wrath bided with him on that day. and he threw his cloak around him so that it passed over the pillar stone nearby, and snapped the pillar stone off from the ground between himself and his cloak. And he was aware of naught because the measure of anger that had come on and a rage in him. Then too came Nathcrantail, and he spake. Where is this Cúailgne? Shouted Nathcrantail. Why, over yonder near the pillar stone before thee, answered Cormac Conlongus, son of Concor. Not such was the shape wherein he appeared to me yesterday, said Nathcrantail. Repel yon warrior, quoth Cormac, and it will be the same for thee as if thou repellest Cúailgne. Soon came Nathcrantail to seek Cúailgne, and he made a wide sweep with his sword at Cúailgne. The sword encountered the pillar of stone that was between Cúailgne and his cloak, and the sword broke atwain on the pillar stone. Okay, so Cúailgne is after swinging his cloak around, snapping off a pillar stone, and the pillar stone has remained under the cloak, basically, like a defense for Cúailgne. Then Cúailgne sprang from the ground and alighted on the top of the boss of Nathcrantail's shield, and dealt him a side stroke over the upper edge of the shield, so that he struck off his head from his trunk. He raised his hand quickly again and gave him another blow, and on top of the trunk, so that he cleft him twain down to the ground. So he's split him in two, basically chopped off his head and then split him in two. Thus fell Nathcrantail slain by Cúailgne. Whereupon Cúailgne spoke the verse, Now that Nathcrantail has fallen, there will be increase of strife. Would that Maeve had battle now, and the third part of the host. Okay, so if you like this, then please give it a thumbs up and make sure that this isn't your first introduction to the Táin. So if you happen across this and you haven't gone for any of the other ones, there is a whole playlist on my channel, so it has appeared at some point in this video. I'll make sure that happens, and I'm going to list it below as well. Just there's a couple of other things, a free class and some bits and pieces down there that you might be interested in. Mórrígan resources as well. We will definitely be getting to the Mórrígan through the Táin, where we're in the Cúailgne fights, yon villains phase of the Táin, but we'll be getting to the juicy Mórrígan parts shortly, I believe, relatively shortly. So, slán go fóill, and I will see you in the next video.